From Daikin Park in Houston, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. So here's the lefty, Framber Valdez. What do we have on him?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
Now up for St. Louis,
Leading
Mason Wynn.
Shortstop, Mason Wynn.
And that's in for a strike. And away we go this afternoon.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
Ground ball to the right side. Takes it himself, and the first out of the game is an easy one. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end. Waste no time there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So a man at first. Here's the veteran first baseman, Wilson Contreras. And that's in for a strike.
No balls, one strike.
Way inside, gets out of the way. Burleson leads off first with one away.
Got away with that one, left the curveball up a little bit. He's going to have to finish it if it's going to be an effective pitch.
Look out! And it hit him. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Nolan Arenado. And the first pitch misses for ball one. One out. Runners at first and second. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The other way. And it gets by him. Burleson headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Cardinals have the lead. Now the second run is in. It's 2-0.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. And a foul ball. Next one misses, and it's 1-1.
Ball.
One out and a runner at second. Next offering clips the zone count even at 2.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
And the batter now, Lars Nootbaar. That is upstairs for ball 1. Foul ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next offering way off the plate. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab here, Sonny Gray.
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs in support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
Bottom of the first. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. He swings and fouls one off. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Sends it to first, and a quick out, number 1. Now we check out the Astros lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. Forget it. He nails one out to right, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
That could be one of those swings that really help spark this offense. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
So 1 out, nobody on. And stepping in for the Astros, Yordan Alvarez. And ball 1.
Outside.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Top of the zone for a called strike. That's down and in.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
And that one a little below the knees. 3-1. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
And he hits a ground ball right side and foul ball. Swings and misses. Out number 3. Astros claw back a bit on this solo homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here in Houston, top of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. Valdez back to work. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 1. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Lined into left center, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 8th, catcher Ivan Herrera.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. Right through there for a strike. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being Fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever. Delicious.
Slice to right, and it goes just foul. On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's 1 to Walker, and that's 2.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole. Starts the double play. It's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
And stepping in is the speedy Victor Scott. Inside, almost got him. Two out, space is empty. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And it's fouled away. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that extends the inning.
Up next for the Cardinals, shortstop, Mason
So digging
Wynn.
in, Mason Wynn. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Low.
In
Ball.
the dirt, blocked. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such
One
a
ball,
good
one
sinker.
strike.
As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Scott leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Misses,
That's the ball.
and the count is 2-2.
That's one you
2-2.
always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking, that's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
That one
We got a
way
full
inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Caught it, looking for the K. So 1 left for the Cardinals as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Bottom half of inning
Leading
number
off
2.
the Astros.
Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Yainer Diaz.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a
The
lost start for
shortstop,
some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds.
Pena.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Now at the plate, Jeremy Pena. First
Nope,
pitch,
ball.
just misses. Nobody out, runner at first. And a sweeper
Inside,
misses
ball.
for a ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
First and second, no outs. So next up for Houston, Chas McCormick. First offering, and it
that's the
just
ball.
misses. Swing and a foul out of play. Tying run in scoring position. Bottom half of inning number 2. Right through there for a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
On the ground, could be 2. In there safely. Bases loaded, nobody out. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Ben Gamel. Golden opportunity right here.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And a strike.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball, perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something. But you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
In the air on the infield, and the infield fly is called.
In effect.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Jake Myers.
Jake Myers, the next to hit.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
First pitch, not close. 1 out, bases full. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Base hit. 1 run is in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only 1 away.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jose Altuve. In there at the knees, 0-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
0-2.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Goes down looking.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball into play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. He's already homered here in this one. Chopped left side, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. 2-2 game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Top half of the third inning, and now the DH, Alec Burleson.
Alec Burleson.
Burleson, 26 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
That's inside.
You know, these Cardinals showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Here's Contreras now.
Wilson Contreras.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. First offering, and it just misses. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Walker takes it to the bag, and that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Nato comes in to take his cuts. He drove in 2 with a double his first time up. Ball 1 there.
1-0.
Next pitch is outside.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Tied up here in the early going. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go to Cardinals. Score remains 2-2. As we go to the last of the third. Here's Jordan Alvarez. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
High fly ball out to center field. Scott hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting. First base.
And now it's Christian Walker. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball one.
One ball, no strikes.
There's a strike. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Pitch is in the dirt. Now 2-2. Right side, hard hit. Slings to first in time.
Now batting. Catcher. Yainer Diaz.
Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Check swing, went around, and that is strike one. That's a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
In the air, left field. Nootbaar snags it, and that will end the inning. We're through 3 and tied at 2 apiece. Back here in Houston, here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect them to swing at.
Outside low, 2-1. On the ground to third. Fair ball.
Now batting, left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Next to hit, Lars Nootbaar. He's 0 for 1. Fought off foul. Donovan gets his lead at first. Nobody out. On the ground to short, could be 2. Pena over to second. Throw sails over. Is headed first. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Well, they had the chance of turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Walker at the plate now. That's ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man at first, 1 away. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And there's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
2 on, 1 out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ivan Herrera. He hit into a double play his first time up.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog. Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1-2 the count.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
That's the ball.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Up the middle, takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals, and he's already singled in this game. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
First and second, 2 down. Lifted in the air down the left side. McCormick on the run. Long run, tracks it down. And that's the 3rd out. No runs, a hit, 2 left. And midway in the 4th, we are tied 2-2. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jeremy Pena. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The shortstop takes the ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Full count.
3-2. Payoff pitch. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And next to hit for Houston, Chas McCormick. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that's outside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Runner at first with no outs here. Outside.
Who hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
First and second, no outs. And now the right fielder, Ben Gamel. He's 0 for 1. Late on that fastball.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Pitch misses. 1-2 to count.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
On the ground to first. Could be 2. Contreras tossed to second, and that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. RBI single his last time up, and that one fouled off. Out towards right center field. Walker in position. Drops into the glove. And that's the inning. 1 left for Houston. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Back here at Dyken Park, leading off, Mason Wynn. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it's into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. Here's the throw to the plate. Tag, not in time. He scores. It's 3-2.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Framber Valdez won't go any further. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Caleb Ort.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So now it's Nolan Arenado, and there's a strike.
0-1.
And downstairs, the Astros have some action in their pen. Luis Contreras preparing to come on if needed. King, the lefty, warming up as well. Got him. And that is a big first out.
Now batting, second base.
Digging in, Brendan Donovan. 1 for 2. Rips that one to right. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder Lars Nootbaar.
Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Now 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve.
Gray back to work. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get it. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out.
Astros, third baseman, Isaac.
So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. He's already homered in this game. Clips the corner. It's 0-1. That one missed. just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Alvarez.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike.
0-1. That missed. That's a ball.
2 down, nobody
1 and
on.
1.
Last half of inning number 5. Out to center. Scott settles under this one and makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. Back here in Houston, all set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Jordan Walker. In the dirt, ball 1. Ord, the tall righty, 250 pounds, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-1. Way high.
Ball.
That's off the inside corner. 3-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back on the warning track and hauls it in.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Pereira in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Swings through that one for strike 2.
There might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Line to left, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. He is singled and he is flied to left. Fastball for a strike. Pereira over at first with 1 away. That's way outside. 1-1.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, man. You know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Stepping in, Mason Wynn. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. This one lifted in the air, left field. Nice grab on the run. And that is that. One hit, one left. To the bottom of the sixth we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Cardinals 3 and the Astros 2. Back here in Houston, well, we go bottom 6, and here is Christian Walker. Here's a rocket out to left, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting, catcher
Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls. One strike.
And ball 1.
1-1.
One out. Bases empty. Fouled off down the right side. And that misses. And it's 2-2.
I thought he'd bite right there.
It's off his shoulder, eats him up.
now batting shortstop Jeremy Pena.
One down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. He's 2 for 2. Grounded to third. Could be 2. Donovan for 1, and that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Luis Contreras gets the ball now.
Now pitching for the Astros, number 73, Luis Contreras.
One-run game. Now it's the DH,
Leading off for the
Alec
Cardinals,
Burleson.
the designated hitter, Alec Burleson.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Brian Abreu up and loosening in the pen. Scott warming up as well. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2. It's in and out of his glove. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Now batting the first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Here comes Wilson Contreras.
Come on, Luis.
First pitch misses. And another ball.
Now you get to this part of the order.
2-0.
Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Close one, doesn't get the call. And now 3-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Count is full.
Foul foul ball, and it remains a full count. Out to short, Pena. Not in time, and he reaches safely.
Oh, that's a really tough play no matter who you are, but I think he has a chance to get him at first if he's just able to get that throw off a little quicker. It looked like he took one extra step to set himself and get a grip on the ball.
Runner on at first with one gone. And now here is Nolan Arenado. That's down and in.
Ball.
Contreras stands at first with one out. In the air, left side. Snags it on the run. And there's two down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Brendan Donovan.
Brendan Donovan getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. And a strike in there. That's off the mark. And 1-1.
1-1.
Way out front for strike 2.
1-2. The count.
And that one popped in the air, left field. McCormick makes the grab, and that'll do it. The Cards leave one, and it remains a 3-2 ball game.
Now pitching for
We're
St.
back
Louis.
in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
7th.
64.
Ryan Fernandez.
These are the spots
Fernandez.
relievers really make a name for themselves.
Leading off
Late
for the
and
Astros.
close.
Left
There's not much
fielder.
margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
McCormick in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. High fly ball, right field. Walker makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Ben Gamel.
Gamel.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. JoJo Romero, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Very high with that one. And the count even 1-1. Base hit on a line. And the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. Line drive, that's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So 1st and 2nd, now 1 out.
Back-to-back singles. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve steps up in a big spot here. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Outside low, 1-0.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Two on, 1 out. And it's fouled off. And misses inside.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
The 2-1. And there's a ball.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Isaac Paredes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ripped to right. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Isaac Paredes now at the plate. Ball 1 there.
Ball.
Pitch misses outside. And now 2-0. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Next offering upstairs. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Deep breath, he's ready, and he fires. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The throw's offline, he's saved. It's 3-3.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Ryan Fernandez out of the game, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
Matthew Liberator into the game.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And here comes Yordan Alvarez for a critical at bat. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Misses outside.
That's a
ball
ball.
1.
1-0.
And another ball. Go ahead run at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Ripped down the line, base hit. Heading for the plate. He'll score easily.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Christian Walker will hit next. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. That one missed.
1-1.
Paredes, the lead runner out at second. Alvarez on at first with 2 down. That just misses.
That's a ball.
2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Rips one to right. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Up next for the Astros. Catcher.
And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Look, this has been a good one. A really good game to this point, and huge opportunity with the bases loaded.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, I say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
That's the ball. 1-1.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. One runs in. Here's the throw. It's off the mark and he scores.
Nicely done. Brings home two. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
First and second, 2 outs. Now, Jeremy Pena.
1-0.
In the dirt, but kept close. Two on, 2 outs. Late swing fouled off. That one fouled off. Cut on and lifted in the air. Scott ranging into the alley. That is the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Astros 6 and the Cardinals 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian Abreu. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 52, Brian Abreu.
Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And the first offering is not close. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Josh Hader, the closer of the staff, is getting loose to finish this one off. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot.
1-1.
Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
On the ground right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Now batting right.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Walker. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And a pitch. This one in the air, right field. Gamble makes the catch. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher Ivan Herrera.
And up next for St. Louis, Ivan Herrera. Inside, and that is ball 1. The Cardinals trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. Shoots a line drive single into right center. The throw to third, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
That's back-to-back singles for him.
Now
Pretty much a
batting,
model
the
swing
center
on that
fielder,
one as he
Victor
ripped it into the
Scott
opposite
II.
field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
So now a pinch hitter for the Cardinals,
Number 22,
Michael Ciani.
Michael Ciani.
One out, runners at the corners for him. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0.
The tying run at the plate.
Ball.
That misses the zone. 2-0.
2
In
balls,
this
no
situation,
strikes.
he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
There's a strike. 2-1 now.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Tying run at the plate. That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. That's to third,
Foul.
down the line, and it's foul. Inside, just missed.
That's a really good take.
And they're all loaded up.
Outside, ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and
Now batting,
somehow
shortstop,
Boogie found a way to keep the
Mason
bat
Wynn.
on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Pop just shy of the wall. Runners tag up from second and third. A big run scores on the sac fly. And it's now a 2-run game.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the baseball.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Brian Abreu will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
So they
for the
bring on their
Astros.
closer in the 8th, Josh Hader.
Number 71. Josh Hader.
And now Alec Burleson.
Well, Boog, got to find ways to keep this inning alive. They're in striking distance. Can't give up now.
Ground ball right side, and it's just foul. That was close. An uncharacteristic mistake from a really good defensive player. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
1-1.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Herrera, the runner at third. Ciani at first. 2 out of the inning. Grounds one to short. Throws across the diamond. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across one. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Astros 6 and the Cardinals 4.
Now pitching for
Back
St.
now,
Louis.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the
Number
bottom of the
62.
8th. Kyle Leahy.
Kyle Leahy.
Chas McCormick
Leading off
digs
for
in
the
now.
Astros, left fielder, Chas
He's one of those Dave McCarty,
McCormick.
Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
Up.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed. Well, these Astros showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
On the ground to the left. Slings it across. And a couple of quick outs.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
Jake Myers, the next to hit. Upstairs.
Ball, that's up.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And another ball. Action in the pen down there. JoJo Romero, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Two outs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Herrera puts it away, and that is that. Astros are down quietly. They're up 6-4. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the first baseman, Wilson Contreras. So now the hard-throwing left-hander Josh Hader on the hill. And when you look at the start of Hader's career, pretty incredible. Arguably one of the top beginnings to a career for any reliever in history. And downstairs, Hader at times can have some trouble with command, but it's that fastball-slider combo that is so impressive. That misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2-2.
And there's a ball.
Count.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Next for the Cardinals,
here's Nolan Arenado.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
It's amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
That's down and in.
That's the ball. 1-1.
That one outside, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Brings it in, and there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Brendan Donovan. Next up for the Cardinals. Just missed. And that is out of play. With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. Way outside, and that's ball 2. Tying run at the plate. And a ground ball to first. To second, that's 1. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
Way to make a pitch right there. Get that ball on the ground. Defense picking them up. Huge double play to end this ball game.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.